A set of Kingstar tires runs about $90. Right next to it on the same shelf sits a set of Hankook tires for $160. Walk into the back of that shop and you will find something the salesman never mentions. Both sets rolled off the same production line, built by the same engineers, tested against the same standards. The only real difference is the name stitched into the sidewall. 5 tire brands most drivers walk straight past today are owned, engineered, or backed by the same companies that charge you double for the name on top. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which 5 and 4 checks you can run on any tire before you buy it that separate a real bargain from a genuine gamble. Number 1. Laufenn. Most drivers have never heard this name before, and that is exactly the problem. It sounds unfamiliar, so it gets shoved to the bottom shelf while the salesman points you towards something with a logo you recognize. That instinct is what is draining your wallet. Laufenn belongs to Hankook. Hankook is the 5th largest tire manufacturer on the planet. The same company supplying original factory tires to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi. Hankook launched Laufenn back in 2014 as a second nameplate built specifically to compete in the budget segment, without dragging the premium Hankook name down into it. Same move Toyota pulled with Sailun, just in reverse. Laufenn tires are developed using Hankook's own research and development process out of Europe and Korea, then manufactured at Hankook's dedicated plant in Bekasi, Indonesia, the same facility responsible for a huge share of Hankook's global tire output. This is not some no-name factory cutting corners. This is Hankook's own production pipeline, just wearing a different sticker at the end of the line. Here is where it gets interesting for your wallet. The Laufenn X Fit HP, in a common SUV fitment, runs around $130 a tire. Look one shelf over at the comparable Hankook Dynapro, and you are paying close to $175 for essentially the same engineering DNA. That gap is $45 a tire. On a full set, you just left $180 on the table for a name. The drivers who understand this quietly buy Laufenn and never look back. Number 2. Kumho. Kumho gets written off as a cheap Korean brand, and that reputation traces back to exactly one thing: factory tires. When a budget sedan rolls off the lot wearing Kumho rubber that wears down fast and gets loud on the highway, the driver blames Kumho. But factory tires are built to hit an automaker's cost target first and performance second. That is not Kumho's fault. That is every tire brand's factory fitment reality. Judging Kumho by what came stock on an economy car is like judging a restaurant by the bread they put out before you even order. Here is who actually trusts them. Kumho was founded in South Korea in 1960 and now ranks as one of the 10 largest tire manufacturers in the world. It is an original equipment supplier for BMW, Porsche, and several Mercedes-Benz platforms. A German automaker does not bolt questionable rubber onto a $60,000 performance car. They bolt on whatever survives their own internal torture testing. Kumho's Extra performance line delivers grip numbers that compete directly with tires costing significantly more. And in independent European testing conducted by organizations like ADAC, several Kumho models have posted results ahead of brands charging a third more per tire. You are not buying a discount tire. You are buying the same engineering that earned a spot on a BMW production line, minus the badge tax. Before we go further, quick word on how this channel operates. Nobody here takes payment from a tire company. No sponsorships, no brand deals influencing this list. Every single name on here earned its spot by surviving the same 4 checks I am about to walk you through. If that matters to you, subscribing helps more of these breakdowns reach people before they overpay. Those 4 checks turn you from someone guessing in a parking lot into someone who cannot be upsold. Check 1. The treadwear rating, stamped right on the sidewall. Around 300 is a balanced, average lifespan for an all-season tire. 500 or higher means you are looking at genuinely long wear. If a cheap tire is hiding a number down around 150 or 200, it will not matter how good the price looks. It will not last. Check 2. The load and speed rating, that letter and number combination sitting right after the tire size. This number needs to match or beat what is listed on your door jamb sticker. A tire priced below your required load rating is not a deal. It is a liability sitting on four corners of your car. Check 3. Find out who actually owns the brand. If it traces back to Hankook, Continental, Goodyear, Michelin, or Bridgestone, you are getting parent company engineering wrapped in a discount label. If there is no real parent company and no verifiable factory behind the name, slow down and dig deeper before you buy. Check 4. The date code. Every tire has DOT stamped into the sidewall, followed by 4 digits at the end, the week and year it was manufactured. A tire sitting in a warehouse for 3 or 4 years before it ever touches pavement is old stock, and rubber compound degrades even sitting still. New rubber outperforms old rubber every single time, regardless of brand. Run those 4 checks against anything on the shelf, and most of the gap between a name brand tire and a smart budget pick disappears completely. Back to the list. Number 3. General Tire. General gets treated as the forgettable middle shelf option, the one you settle for when you cannot justify the premium brand next to it. Here is what that shelf placement does not tell you. General is owned outright by Continental, the German engineering giant and one of the largest tire manufacturers on Earth. General started in Akron, Ohio, back in 1915. Continental acquired the company in the late 1980s and positioned it as the value tier, sitting directly underneath the premium Continental nameplate. Inside the industry, this arrangement gets called hand-me-down technology, but that phrase undersells it. Compound formulas and tread designs get refined and proven inside Continental's premium lineup first. A few product cycles later, that same proven technology rolls downhill into General. After all, the expensive research and development has already been paid for by someone else. Look at the numbers side by side. The General Ultimax RT43 carries a 70,000-mile tread warranty and has built a genuine best bang-for-the-buck reputation across owner review sites for years. Set it next to the Continental True Contact Tour that shares a huge portion of its design lineage. In a common sedan size, the General runs around $80 a tire. The Continental version runs closer to $110 for essentially the same underlying tread science. That gap widens further once you move into larger SUV and truck sizes. Drivers who know this buy General and casually mention to their friends that they are running Continental technology, because technically they are. Number 4. Cooper. Cooper is the name your grandfather trusted without thinking twice, and most drivers under 30 have no idea it quietly became one of the smartest value plays in the entire industry. Cooper started in Akron back in 1914 and spent over a century building tires priced fairly for working people. Then in 2021, Goodyear acquired Cooper in a deal worth roughly $2.5 billion. That single acquisition is the piece almost nobody connects together. Cooper now operates under Goodyear, one of the original American tire giants alongside Michelin and Bridgestone. But instead of folding Cooper into the Goodyear name and killing it off, Goodyear kept Cooper running as its own standalone value brand. What that means for you is straightforward. You get a tire backed by Goodyear's manufacturing scale, its testing infrastructure, and its supply chain, still priced like the independent underdog brand Cooper has always been. Run the direct comparison. A Goodyear Assurance all-season in a common compact car size lands around $115 a tire. The closest equivalent Cooper model comes in around $90. Across most of the lineup, Cooper consistently undercuts Goodyear pricing by somewhere between 15% and 25% for genuinely comparable performance. And a meaningful number of Cooper models are still built inside American manufacturing plants. Same parent company, same manufacturing muscle behind it, a quarter less at the register. This is the tire the guy who runs your local shop puts on his own personal truck. Number 5. Sailun. This last one plays by different rules, and I want to be straight with you about that, because that honesty is exactly what separates a real goldmine pick from a trap dressed up as one. Sailun has no Michelin, no Continental, no Goodyear standing behind it. It is an independent manufacturer, founded a little over 2 decades ago, and it has never pretended to be chasing the premium tier. It is upfront about being a value brand from top to bottom. That lack of a famous parent company is a real trade-off, not a marketing spin. You will find owner reviews online complaining that certain Sailun models wear a bit faster toward the end of their life or get noisier as tread depth drops. Those complaints are legitimate. That is the actual trade you are making when you choose Sailun. But here is the other half of the story. Sailun has spent the last 20 years pouring serious money into its own research and development, refining rubber compounds most drivers assumed only came from the Big Four manufacturers. Pricing typically lands around 2/3 of what a premium equivalent costs, while delivering performance that genuinely surprises people who walked in expecting junk. The Sailun Attrezzo touring line starts around $55 a tire, backed by a 40,000-mile tread warranty, on a tire priced at less than half of what a comparable premium touring tire costs. The Terramax line, built for trucks and SUVs, has developed a loyal following among off-road drivers who brace themselves for disappointment and instead got dependable traction trip after trip. Sailun earns its spot on this list specifically for the driver who has already run the 4 checks, understood exactly what they are trading away, and decided they would rather replace a $55 tire a little sooner than hand over $160 purely for a name on the sidewall. That is not a desperate decision. That is a calculated one. So there they are. Laufenn hiding inside Hankook's own factory. Kumho supplying BMW while getting dismissed as a bargain brand. General running on Continental's proven technology a few years late. Cooper backed by Goodyear's entire manufacturing operation while still pricing like the underdog. And Sailun, the honest outsider that earned its spot the hard way. None of these 5 are secrets the industry is hiding from you. The information has always been sitting right there in ownership filings and factory records. Nobody just bothered to hand it to you in one place before now. Next time you are standing in a tire shop and the salesman steers you toward the name you recognize, run the 4 checks yourself. Check the treadwear number, match the load rating, trace the parent company, read the date code. Most of the time, the tire he is not showing you turns out to be the better buy. If this saved you money before your next set of tires, subscribing means the next breakdown like this one lands in your feed before you walk into the shop, not after you have already overpaid.